Ah, yes. The bully hunter herself, ZombiUnicorn, has been very busy walking the streets, making sure she streams that and getting active for the cause out in California. By the way, totally cool that she does that. Proud of her. Get out there. I mean, look, it's better than just virtue signaling on Twitter. At least she's out there organizing, which I'll give credit. Now, what I also will give credit for is you might be saying to yourself, who's ZombiUnicorn? Well, it's the host of the most hilarious disaster in online history, maybe? I can't think of a worse one. If you remember, Bully Hunters organizers shut down campaign after disastrous first stream. Host addresses controversial event. Brandon Cook, FCB's Global Chief Communication Director, told Polygon via email that Bully Hunters program has come to an end. As this effort did not live up to our high standards, we decided to end this program, but the hope the conversation it raised around ending bad behavior in gaming continues. Yeah. In just under 72 hours, the vigilante gaming group, Bully Hunters, went from an idealistic anti-bad behavior campaign to a prime example of what can happen when seemingly good intentions go wrong. Bully Hunters is an initiative by marketing agency FCB Chicago, composed of an all-female organization made up of CSGO players trying to raise awareness of in-game bad behavior. The Bully Hunters website described the collective as a vigilante hit squad of elite female gamers who will enter CSGO games when called upon to evaluate the situation and take out an offending player if the case is determined to be severe enough. So essentially, if somebody's being a jerk in-game, these elite female gamers will defeat that by being jerks to that person. Perfect. Nailed it. 100% swish. Reporters and other industry members criticized the group's bad behavior countermeasures before the live stream even kicked off. Their concerns were completely compounded after one host's personal history of antagonizing people on Twitter and using phobic language was dredged up. Who is that person? Well, it's ZombiUnicorn, of course. Companies like Vertigear, Cyberpower PC, and SteelSeries, as well as nonprofit bodies like Diverse Gaming Coalition, partnered with them. Various tweets show wrongdoing by host ZombiUnicorn, which are actions that Diverse Gaming Coalition do not condone. Both Vertigear and Diverse Gaming Coalition say in independent statements that Bully Hunters campaign organizers gave them inadequate information, but the companies continue regardless. SteelSeries, which has been at the center of the debate since the beginning, was first announced, posted a public statement on Facebook addressing its participation and condemning the organization's tactics. Things only got worse when past video clips and tweets from Natalie ZombiUnicorn Casanova, the prominent Twitch streamer and YouTuber who came to be the most visible spokesperson for the event, surfaced a 6-year-old clip showing Casanova referring to aggravating players with a phobic slur. Tweets from Casanova that called other people the B word and worse were shared around Twitter. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how, these people that are always out here trying to tell everyone else how to act always seem to have the most problematic histories? Isn't it curious? And you know why that is? Because, they're hypocrites. I mean, that's all I can say about it. It's hilarious to me. I mean, I don't know. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. I think it's... Let's just look this up real quick. The Zombie. Let's see how she's been doing, actually, because I think it's pretty interesting, given what she just put out there. Let's see what's going on with Miss Casanova's channel. Let's see. She's only averaging... Boy, whoa, I thought she was bigger than this. That's it? Not ever really peaking out more than 600 viewers? The highest number recorded was 8,300. So her channel is basically just toast, right? I mean, I don't really know what else you could say. There's nothing left of this channel. You can go back and look at some historic data from 2016, right? You go back to 2016, peaking average viewers. That's it. She has 220,000 followers and nobody watches. That's it. I mean, that's that's it. Nobody watches. Well, interestingly enough, she's been getting involved in a lot of the BLM protesting, which again is good. Good for her. But I noticed this tweet. I thought it was a little interesting. Retweeting Corsair, but making it about herself. Nice to see them speak up, but Corsair needs to make sure that that includes women and not specifying their bodies. They expressed heavy interest in sponsoring me until I started body painting. Told my agent, a higher up, didn't want to be associated with anything spicy. Lady face palm, I suppose. That's and then she writes, I understand tweeting about this will probably stop them from wanting to sponsor me again, but it needed to be said. If you're going to stand up for equality, hashtag BLM against prejudice, that means for women and LGBTQ too. See how that happens? Which is it? Which is it? You know, you want me to, you know, okay, it's about BLM, but it's also about women, but it's also about LGBT. This is why these movements don't get anything done. They don't have any real focus. And hilariously, the replies, she gets roasted. This is bad, and it's bad that it happened to you. I think there's a time and a place for this, though. Not the time. Check your white privilege. Stop trying to meddle your way into this. A poor white girl complaining that she can't get paid for painting her body is not the equivalent to black people getting, well, I mean, this is an instant, it's like instant backfire. And you know, it's curious to me. What's curious to me is that she hid those replies. Isn't that curious? Now, the body painting thing on Twitch is pretty divisive. To me, yeah, of course it's art. But it's art intended for 14-year-old boys to watch. I mean, that's just what it is to me. Yeah, there are some extraordinarily skilled people that do this. They're like 1%. When you're ZombiUnicorn, and you have no formal training, no real, you know, skill, and you're just painting your sweater puppies, who's that for? Who's that for? You used to play video games. What? Who's that for? And this goes back to body painter Mizzy Rose, as she's known among 141,000 followers, frequently transforms herself with paint and shares the results streaming on Twitch. Over the weekend, she says she received a one-day suspension from the platform for posting content that was a little too spicy. The 20-year-old British artist from British Columbia took to Twitter to contest the suspension, posting the notification received. Twitch banned me. I don't care if it's for a day. It still affects my account. She wrote, I did nothing wrong. Someone is wrongfully banning on Twitch's end. Twitch suspensions, Mizzy Rose explained, can have implications for a streamer's monetization options. Being banned at all, even for just a day, impacts my account because it leaves a strike on your channel. That's true to say. That's fair, she told Insider. A strike can impact a partnership. I applied for a partner before I was wrongfully banned. Now I'm scared what they might say or even if they'll accept me as partner. Now, when you want to be a partner, that's wanting to make money from doing it. And again, I'm going to be totally honest. I don't have one single problem with body painting on Twitch. But what I do have a problem with is people categorizing it as this wholesome thing. It's the same thing as painting it's just basically Bob Ross. It's just as wholesome as watching a sculptor sculpt. It's the same thing as watching a graffiti artist. It's all the same thing. No, it isn't. It isn't. Now, if you're going to let women get essentially fully unclothed to paint their bodies, and I want to see some sweet dong art. You know, hot dog in a bun, barbershop pole, what else can we do? Fireman's pole, any other poles. You could do a little wiener dog. That might be kind of funny with like some little googly eyes. I mean, let it all go. Honestly, you know, my opinion on Twitch has, you know, this type of content has evolved over the years. I used to be kind of strongly against it, but now it's like, whatever. Just allow it all. Just allow it all. and stop pretending that you're a gaming website anymore. The just chatting category constantly dominates most of your gaming content, which is fine. It's totally fine. But Twitch isn't really gaming anymore. And look, Twitch's guidelines state that you have to have full bob coverage. Full bob coverage is not required, but those who present as women must completely cover the Hershey Kiss area with a layer of non-transparent clothing or painting a latex combination. Additionally, the coverage must be applied before streaming begins, not on the stream. I mean, okay. I think it's funny to me that she took this moment. She deviated from the narrative for one tweet, and she was wrecked for it. And it's just funny. It's funny to me. Serious curiosity. Wouldn't that affect them trying to be for all ages? No hate, just curious. It wouldn't make sense if they didn't want their image. They wanted their image to be for all audiences. If they sponsor someone who creates quote mature content, then it is possible it could affect their market. I remember Twitch also banned a body painter a while back for her content. That's what I already covered. I know this is about police bad behavior and how it affects black people, but I'm going to try my hardest to hijack the discussion and make it all about me. Oh, these people always eat themselves. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.